Hi there, thanks for joining me today. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this nugget holder that holds a trio of nuggets. And we're going to create this using the envelope punch board. I originally saw this idea from fellow demonstrator Jeanette Cobb, thought it was so adorable, and decided to go ahead and make it my own. And I want to show you that on the inside, we've got 3 beautifully wrapped Hershey's Nuggets. Isn't that super cute? So let's go ahead and get started. First, you want to start with a piece of paper that measures 6 by 6, and you're actually going to cut out a piece that measures 5 inches by 5 inches, and then you're going to be left with 2 1-inch strips. One that measures 1 inch by 6 inches, and then one that measures 1 inch by 5 inches. And out of that, you want to make sure that you end up with 3 strips that measure 3 inches by 1 inch. And this is what we're going to use to wrap our Hershey's Nuggets. Then you're left over with a 5 inch by 5 inch square piece of paper that we're going to use on the envelope punch board. And this paper is Naturally Eclectic. It's one of my favorite designer series papers in the current catalog. Just some gorgeous jewel tone colors there. And this is actually my favorite pattern. Using the envelope punch board, I'm also going to use the stylus from my Simply Scored because my scoring tool is actually starting to get worn down. I love this tool so much. So first thing we're going to do is score it at 1 3/8, score and punch. And then slide it down to 3 7/8, punch and score. Then we're going to rotate it and lining up the score guide, the pointer from the score guide with the score lines, we're going to go ahead and punch and score. And then again, lining up the score guide with the score lines, punch and score. And we're just going to continue that pattern all the way around. Okay, next we're going to go and round the corners using this reverse punch. Now we're going to fold and burnish on all of our score lines. Okay, and then I think hopefully you can see the score lines there on your paper. Now you have a section here that is just slightly wider than this section. So take a look at the tabs and look for the ones that are slightly bigger, and that is where we're going to make our cut marks. So using the paper snips, I am going to cut all the way up this vertical score line to that horizontal score line. And we're going to do that on both sides of these tabs. So we're going to cut here, 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 and here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now you'll end up with something that looks like this. And now what we're going to do, because these tabs are actually going to be too long to form our box. See how we have that excess? So a trick there is we're just going to cut right up the center here to that corner and cut that piece out. Again, from here to that intersection of score lines. I'm going to do that on all 4 tabs. Okay, now, before we adhere our box together, we're going to go ahead and punch the hole that goes here. And I am just taking these 2 tabs and meeting them up. And then using the 1/8 inch punch, I'm going to punch down about 1/4 inch. So now what we're going to do is these funny looking tabs that we just created, we're going to put some liquid glue. I prefer the multi-purpose glue. And just one at a time, I'm going to glue and then meet up this score line with this edge to form the box. And we're going to do that with all 4 tabs. Okay, so there's our box so far. Now, to dress up our Hershey's Nuggets, we're going to take those 3 strips of designer series paper. We want this pattern to be on the outside, so I'm going to put a small strip of tear and tape here at the top edge. Then you're going to have sticky strip here along the top edge. Just go ahead and peel those off. And then we're going to wrap our nuggets. I like to place them upside down and wrap first the side without the adhesive, and while holding it tightly, then wrap down the other side with the adhesive. And you have a beautifully wrapped Hershey's Nugget. So I'm going to do that to the other two. Okay, now those will neatly stack inside the box we just made. Super cute. Then you just fold these flaps down, and then we're going to tie this together with a bow. I'm going to use Peekaboo Peach crinkled seam binding ribbon. This stuff is amazing. It's nice and thin and soft and so easy to tie in a bow. So we're going to feed that through. It's easiest to feed it through one hole at a time. And my ribbon looks like a hot mess, but this is from a wonderful ribbon share. That's why it's not on the spool. And then we're going to go ahead and create a bow here. All right, then we're going to angle off the ends. There we go. Now we're just going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to use the stamp set, Oh So Eclectic, and we're going to use the sentiment, You're Just Lovely, and then using Night of Navy ink. Okay, a slight ink pad faux pas there. So let's go ahead, now that we've fixed that, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Then using the 1-inch circle punch, I'm going to punch out the sentiment. And I cut out the smallest scallop circle die, a shape out of Berry Burst. And we're going to put that behind the sentiment. All right, we're going to pop that up with a dimensional. And then I'm going to add a metallics enamel shape. We'll do the smallest one. Just going to put that right underneath my sentiment. And voila! There is a super cute trio nugget holder using the envelope punch board and some beautiful designer series paper. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the products I use in today's video, I'll have links in the description. I'd also love for you to come visit me at my blog, thepaperpixie.com, where I post on weekdays projects to inspire you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.